Hey y'all, hey. Hopefully y'all can hear me over this loud ass fan. But I'm up early as fuck because for some reason when spirit want to talk to me, or when my spirit team want to talk to me, they wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning and get the yapping. But for the most part, during or during my spiritual journey, music has played a major part in helping me understand and understand a lot of things and a lot of my perspectives. And as of recently, I've been listening to a lot of Kendrick Lamar, especially his Mr. Morale Big Stepper album. And one of my favorite songs on that album is Father Time, where he talks about his daddy issues. And lately I've been having to dig a little deeper and go a little deeper in my inner teen healing, especially with revolving my father wounds. More so, this is for my astrology heads. This is Chiron energy, because my Chiron is in Cancer in my 12th house. Chiron in Cancer basically means your Chiron is a unhealable wound, or a wound that's really, really hard to heal. And with it being in Cancer, it's my home life, it's my family life. So all in all, it's another round of healing for me, a deeper level of healing. Because healing isn't linear. We just go deeper into healing, or we go deeper into understanding those wounds, which is why we heal on a deeper level, which is how we can heal on a deeper level. So with this 3 o'clock in the morning little powwow with the spirit team or whatever, one of my favorite lines in Kendrick Lamar's song Father Time is, guess I'm not mature as I thought, got some healing to do. And for me personally, that line revolves around my family. Now, before I dive deeper into this, I just want to state that this is my perspective. This is coming from me, my perspective, and how I'm feeling and unlearning and addressing my family trauma. But yeah, speaking with spirit this morning, or listening to the download that I got from spirit, my spirit team this morning, it had me addressing my resentment. Now, let's break down that word, resentment. Now, Google says that resentment is bitter indignation at having been treated unfairly. Now, if we look up the word indignation, Google says that it's anger or annoyance provoked by what is perceived as unfair treatment. Perceived is the key word here, because you're dealing with my perception. And ironically enough, Cancer is moving through, or Cancer energy is heavy right now. But back to my resentment, or my dealing with my perception of my family. To say that the relationship between a lot of me and my family members are strained is a understatement. So unbeknownst to me until, until the passing of my grandmother, unbeknownst to me, there had been a rumor floating around the family. Don't know where it started. I just know two of my aunts had said it, and a cousin had said it out of anger towards my dad. Now, the rumor was that my dad was assaulting me as a child and well into my adult years. And I addressed one of my aunts, or I confronted one of my aunts, I want to say 2 years ago. And I told her, I said, it's funny how y'all thought that was my dad, but the whole time it was a cousin that I talk about when I speak about being, when I speak about my sexual trauma. And so after my cousin had said it to my father out of anger, that really put an even more strain on the relationship that I have with my family, because it's like, in my mind, and as of recently, the thing that keeps coming to the forefront of my mind is, if y'all love me, if y'all care for me, why the fuck you ain't speak out about it? Or why the fuck you ain't do nothing about it? Like, why didn't you take me out of that environment? If that's what y'all thought was happening, why didn't y'all do anything? Y'all just left me there. You left, and it, like, you literally left, and like, you perceived or you thought that something was happening to a child, and instead of doing something about it, you fucking left it. Now, with my moon being in Libra, that's where the sense of a unjustly, that's where the resentment comes from, because I feel unjustly, I feel like I was treated unjustly and unfairly. That's where, for those of you who don't know, in astrology, Libra is the sister sign of Aries. While Aries goes to war with any and everything, Libra rules justice. And even if they feel like, if they feel like justice hasn't been served for them or been served fairly enough for them, they take matters into their own hands. Me taking matters into my own hands and dealing out my own sense of justice is me saying, fuck y'all, I don't care about none of y'all, and cutting ties with the family, or cutting ties with my family. Now, why resentment is such a bigger deal than anger, it's because it's anger, disappointment, and hurt mixed together. So, with me dealing with this and with me healing my inner teen in this aspect, it's me addressing that my inner teen feels angry because she feels like she wasn't protected. She feels disappointed because she feels like she wasn't protected, but she's also hurt because she wasn't protected. On several occasions, inner child Jasmine and inner teen Jasmine wasn't protected. And then then I have to deal with the feelings of feeling not worthy of being protected. And then it gets deeper into feeling as to why I feel like I'm not unworthy, or why I feel like I'm unworthy of being protected. Granted, that's a self-limiting belief, or a false belief that I have to dive deeper into and dissect and unlearn. I still have to deal with those feelings that I have. That way I can release them and let them go. I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight. Absolutely not. Because I'm still, I'm in the midst of dealing with it and healing from it now. Will I ever have a conversation with those people? I'm open to it. I'm not going to say no, because I don't know what the universe holds. But I will say that I will keep an open mind. No, honestly, I'm probably gonna talk to my mentor so I can unpack this on a deeper level. But I do feel like this is a major accomplishment, because when I knew that I was resentful, it's just accepting it and facing it that I didn't want to do yet, because that anger is something that I allowed to fuel me, allowed to fuel my feelings towards my family. What brought this to the head was I was having a conversation, and I realized that, because of the resentment that I feel, the way that I talk to certain family members, I just don't be given a fuck. So I know that there's hurt there. I know that there's pain there. I know that there has to be some kind of healing there. I also find it funny that this is around the time where I'm speaking to my grandmother more, who transitioned, because I feel like she's the catalyst for this all.